Okay, audio's working. Ah, phone is not working. Sort of working. Ah, there we go. Maybe. Ah? Hmm. Hmm. No, I've not played the game before, thank you. The time. Ugh, okay. Excuse me. Oh, 60 hertz. What the fuck? The end is never. Hmm.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley sounds like a weirdo.
And then
Jeez.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, it's like floaty. No jumping. Oh, I can crouch. Hold on. Turn the volume down. That sounds about right. Okay, so it's not deafening anymore. Maybe I don't want to leave the office. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, god damn it.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? Why is it make the noise?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Oh, there's no number on this door. The fuck this? How the mighty have fallen. Oh. What's going on out there?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Mondays are okay. Something, yeah. Fuel? I don't know. They have the same painting in like every room. Fucking weird. 4B3. Sales in this quarter. Very nice. About what I expect from marketing people.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Nah. Just close it and leave. No? Can't do that, I guess.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Can I can't like wipe this off. Fuck everything up. TPS reports. Coffee cups. Oh, they spelled quarterly right here. That's pretty good. Ugh. Oh, this door opens.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I like the broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing?
Chilling.
Hey, please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Just vibing, dude. Chill.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Oh, exactly.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only
How
got the
dare
job
you.
because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh
You
my
got to this broom
god.
closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Am I about to
and you
actually die?
collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh, that might actually be it. Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But downstairs. Ooh. The turlet. Huh. Need someone to face the bathroom. Can I use the toilet? No. Can't even wash my hands. Gross. Beige page. Oh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
What have I done?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh. Okay. Can I... I can't interact with that anymore, I guess. Ooh, I can't fall down there, I guess. That's gonna kill me. Right? Yeah, there's no floor there. Can I just hide here? Is there a... Oh yeah, there's a little cage. Oh, loading. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Bye.
Oops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Software that you sent me. No, I have that iPhone still. I have to return it tomorrow. Here, I can get in I can't get my mouse back. There we go. Where is it? Nah, I was wrong about my days off this week. So I decided to keep it for one extra day. Are you...
Huh?
Hey, there. Yeah, you are there. I could see you, but I couldn't hear you for a moment.
For some reason my microphone was unplugged.
Oh, strange.
No. Oh, I thought you had already needed to return the iPhone like the day after our last stream.
No, it was,
Gentlemen, how does he keep coming
it's
up
due
with
back
all
on
this?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn it in tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow anyway.
No, I sent you VC face.
Stanley will walk forward into the
Oh, yeah.
corridor, won't he?
Just use a
Stanley
webcam?
walks straight-
Oh my gosh, you are loud. Let me turn you down some.
Shit.
I know about VC face. I don't
Yeah, and you
have.
just use a webcam.
I've tried using a webcam before. It's why on earth do I have you at like 180%?
I don't know.
Here, give me like a test.
Oh, I'm testing, saying some.
Okay, yeah,
random
you're
ass-
good. You're good.
Yeah, because a friend of mine uses that and it works perfectly fine for her.
With a webcam?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried. Well, I used my cell phone as the webcam, but it worked like real bad.
To
I
head through
think
the
she
large
uses, like, a
door that
normal
read
webcam.
Mind Control for
Is the what now?
Just like a regular webcam.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Uh, I don't know. I might try like getting an actual webcam and using that,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna work as good as the iPhone does. Like, it
No,
doesn't
I
seem
mean,
to track
that's
like,
like proof tracking shit. So
yeah.
yeah.
Facility.
Oh God,
Just
mind
get like
control.
a 13 mini or a 14 Pro.
A 14 Pro, you're insane. I'm not paying that much. For
I get a 13 mini. I got that 13 mini. It's really nice.
like, I'm only ever gonna use it as a camera.
Oh, really? You're not gonna use it as your normal phone?
No, I don't like iPhones like at all.
Oh wow, no, I like it much more than any Android I've ever had.
Like, I mean, they're nice. They're fine phones. Just like, it's not for me.
Alright. I mean, you do you, boo.
I guess I'm gonna get mind controlled real
The
quick.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
That's what you do.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Got these anal speed switches today.
I just got like a regular cherry black keyboard. Like, I can't do all this custom stuff that y'all do. It's too much. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their
Oh,
true
God.
data revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
I mean,
The
these switches
lives of
aren't
so
even for,
many
like, keyboard,
individuals
they're
reduced to
similar.
images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, wait, what number am I? You weren't here at the beginning. I don't remember what number employee I am.
No, I wasn't here at the beginning.
I don't know, maybe you should have kept notes or something. Jeez.
That's what I usually do with these types of games.
Nah, I'll figure it out as I go. What on earth is this button gonna do?
I'll kill you.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
Oh.
this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I can't hear you over the narrator.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Well, I'm going
Wasn't
somewhere.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh. Okay. I can't. Okay, I guess I gotta.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would
Oh, yeah, that
dismantle
was this
the
morning, wasn't it?
controls once
Well,
and
it's still
for
going.
all.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be an all-day thing, I'm sure.
It's an all-day thing, yeah. I get 2 separate services.
2 separate services.
Yeah, like one in.
You're not even.
Israel.
You're not even English. Why do you? They're not doing that at your place, are they?
No,
Okay.
but it is like on our main news channel, just a live stream the entire day.
It's kind of strange. Like,
Why?
it isn't the queen like useless? Doesn't she like not do anything?
I mean,
She's just like a
yes.
figurehead. Like,
Yeah, but I guess in the UK, especially since she was there for like 70 years.
yeah, she made it to 96, I
Yeah,
think.
but she was queen for 70 years.
Is this not a button? Okay.
It is, but you cannot press it. It's fuck you.
I guess I'm going into the power room. 5. Oh, wait, hold on, there's a 5. I need... In order? Maybe?
Her employee number is 69420.
Oh, hold on. I see what I'm supposed to be doing. There's numbered buttons. There's a 3.
Wait, are you older or younger than me?
How old are you?
27.
I am older than you.
Okay.
I can't get up there to that button. It's like gated off. You know, 1.
Sucks.
Okay, I guess I just can't do this yet then. Mind controls idle. Hmm. What does this say?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yeah, I'll turn it off. Boom. I think I just won the game.
Yeah, you finished the game?
Maybe. I can't do anything.
Well, you just started it, didn't you?
Yeah, but this is like branching paths, and I think it's supposed to be like
Darkness
relatively
and a
short.
rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It's
Yes.
like a new story every time.
He had
based on
won.
different things you do.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself
Where
from
am
someone
I?
else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
playing
streamed into the
Borderlands 3.
chamber, he realized
Oh, yeah? How's
none
that
of this
going?
mattered to him. For it was not
I mean,
knowledge or even power
It's
that
nice
he
that
had
like
been
it auto
seeking,
loot shit.
but
you can
happiness.
instantly buy ammo
Perhaps
and all
his
that
goal
shit.
had not been to understand,
It's just I don't
but to
like
let
fast
go.
travel in this game.
No longer would
Really?
anyone tell
Fast travel's
him
so
where to
much
go,
better.
what to do,
Well,
or
I don't
how
like
to
the
feel.
UI for it. Cause, like,
Whatever
you go on the
life he
ship, you
lives,
go to orbit
it will be
view, and
his.
It's a bit
And that was
confusing.
all he needed to know.
Like in
It
Borderlands
was
2, you just have this
perhaps
massive
the
list of
only
locations you
thing
can
worth
go to where you
knowing.
see one map with all
Stanley
different
stepped
points on it.
through the open
Oh,
door.
yeah, you gotta like
Those
zoom out to different
sectors
planets and
maps,
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Stanley
becomes a
felt
bit
the cool
big.
breeze
That kind of
upon his
makes it
skin,
annoying to
the feeling of
quickly
liberation,
select. Oh,
the
I want
immense
to go
possibility of the new path
here.
before
And just
him.
the UI in general.
This
like,
was
comparing
exactly the
weapons and
way,
shit, I like in
right
Borderlands
now,
2 more.
that things were meant to happen.
Yeah, it's just some little
And
like.
Stanley
like,
was
issues,
happy.
So I thought it was pretty nice.
How do you like the story though? The story is like
It's not bad, but it's not like I'm like putting a lot of thought into the story. I just go around, kill shits, and get weapons.
yeah.
At least with this game, like I'm just doing it like that.
Oh, I'm back in the office. I'm 427. Okay.
The Office.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, so I guess you can beat this game in maybe 5
Stanley
minutes.
came to a set of two open
Technically.
doors. He entered the door on his
Super
left.
weird.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's
2845.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Is that your
discover
employee
not
number?
an indication of any human life. Stanley
Huh?
was in such a rush to
Is that
get
your
through the
employee
story as
number?
quickly as possible.
No, I'm
He didn't even have a single
427,
minute to
I think.
just let the narrator talk.
Okay.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
What? I think I went too fast. The narrator just like yelled at me.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Also, in Borderlands 3, you're making a soulmate.
The lights rose on an enormous
Yeah.
room packed with television screens.
I never finished that
What
bit.
horrible secret did this
Clap,
place
clap.
hold? Stanley thought to himself.
You shouldn't
Did he
hate
have
him
the
so much.
strength
He's
to find
fantastic.
out?
I should hate him more.
I need to turn you up more now. You got quiet again.
Why? Why me?
Let's try here. That might be... where'd the game go?
Get this spear, bro.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
Yeah, there I am,
number of
right
an
there.
employee of the
427.
building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one is already trimmed, yes.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Well, like in my
His
flight
own
simulator, I've got like all
life
these
in someone
panels and shit
else's
all set
control.
up, and like a massive
Never.
beamer,
It was
projector, and
unthinkable,
everything.
wasn't it?
Doing
Was
a
it
lot of
even
shit like
possible?
that. I don't even have
Had
a
he truly
yoke
spent
and
his entire life
throttle yet.
utterly
Are you serious?
blind to the world?
I figured of all the stuff you would have, like, that first.
But here was
That's what I'm
proof,
building
the heart
after
of the
I'm done
operation.
with the
Controls
autopilot.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past
Building
began to sink in,
a smaller,
Stanley
simpler
decided
one
that this
first,
machinery
so at least I
would
have
never
something.
again exert
Oh,
its
yeah.
I'm
terrible
building the
power
fully
over another
motorized
human
one.
life. For he would dismantle the controls.
Because when you're running
once
autopilot,
and
the
for all.
in a Boeing, it doesn't do that in an Airbus, but in a Boeing, the actual throttle levers move.
Yeah, they, like, move around automatically. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, Boeing does that, but Airbus does not. Airbus, they just stay put. That's like it's a managed mode. You basically put the throttle in and it doesn't move.
Oh,
So it's
strange.
easier to build an Airbus throttle than it is to build a Boeing throttle. But yeah, flying Boeing, I can't.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you decided to fly Boeings.
No, because I actually like it much more that they move.
I guess I'm gonna turn the mind control on. Gonna do what the
And when
narrator
at
doesn't
last he
like.
found the source of... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the
Always do
controls,
what the
did you?
narrator doesn't want
After
you to
they
do.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah, dude. I'm in control.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better
Come on,
than that.
Twom.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe
Perfect
you'll
busy
find this
work out
pertinent,
here.
Stanley suddenly
Say work for me.
realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Your time to shine. You are
2
the
hours.
star. It's
2
your
minutes.
story now.
2 minutes, yeah.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is
It's your
much
time to
better than
shine.
what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. would
I'd
always
actually
use. I'm
switch to like an ultra wide monitor versus just the 3 monitors I have right now.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, thank you, narrator.
I erased them. I turned off the machine.
Yeah,
to
you're
set
gonna
you
die,
free.
bro.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying
What do you have to
alone.
do?
I don't know.
Over
I'm pushing the
time,
buttons
I
like,
let the
in
office
order.
sink into the ground, swallowing every
like I thought it would do
inside,
something.
or I let it burn to a crisp.
But it doesn't seem to have done
I
it.
have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
There's more
Watching you
buttons
try to make
behind me.
sense of everything and take back the
3.
control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My
5.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some
Would you-
extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh, there's numbers
There's
on the
precious
screen.
additional seconds.
I'm supposed to
Yeah.
push number 3. I'm dumb.
I think so, yeah.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it
That's
that
why
you
I
have
said
no
3.
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
There you
They
go,
just-
you
they
got
all
an
Did you
accident.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
They just all say 3.
Running
What?
from button to button,
Maybe just gonna spam
screen
through.
to screen,
What?
clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
What?
No, these
Incorrect.
colored ones.
1.
Or maybe this big red button. Or this
Incorrect.
door.
That's a 3.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
Yeah, that's
video
a
game can
3.
be beaten? One
Press that,
soul?
and then you...
Do you have any idea
Press
what
the
your
next one.
purpose in this place is?
But like I don't.
Stanley.
No, we don't have any idea what the
You're
first-
in for
Incorrect.
disappointment. But here's
Ah!
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just
What
seconds
the-
ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because
Makes
I want
no
to watch
sense.
you
You
for
gotta
every
hold it?
moment that you're powerless.
1.
To see
I don't know.
you
Maybe.
humble. This is not a challenge.
Okay, button
It's
1.
a tragedy. You wanted to control this.
And then
world,
red.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it.
Button 1, and then
So
a
good.
red button.
Goodbye, employee.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30
Okay.
seconds you have left to struggle.
Did it stop the
30
clock? No.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. And believe me,
I think
will
that's
be
it.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
Yeah, I
from
think
the
we're
moment
done.
we Fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Okay. I guess I'm going back to the office now.
To the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Oh.
Surprise.
I didn't even have to push the buttons in here, it just opened the door for me. That was
Oh,
nice.
it's like a whole part of the dialogue now, yeah. Loading, loading,
Ah.
loading, loading, loading.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jump to life, their true nature revealed. Each
trying to do
bore
a
the number
crouch
of
slide.
an employee in the building.
I'm like, I have ADD.
The
I have to like
lives of
push
so
buttons
many
and do
individuals
things.
reduced to images on a
Like sitting
screen.
here and waiting for this to come up is gonna drive me insane.
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom.
Oh, and I missed the time for my meds. I'm just brilliant. Oh,
Oh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
do they have like ADD meds where you are? Because I found out they're illegal in
He
Japan. Like
refused to
you
believe
cannot
it.
get them.
He couldn't accept
wow.
it. His own
No, yeah,
life in
I've used
someone
that.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
You got like
Wasn't
Ritalin?
it? Was it even
Adderall.
possible? Had he truly
Adderall, I
spent
wanted
his
Adderall so
entire
bad, I
life
couldn't get it.
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored
T-minus
and
30 for a
commanded from this
7-engine
very
static
place.
fire. Let's go.
And as the cold reality
30
of
minutes?
his past began to set
Yeah,
in,
that was
Stanley decided
6
that
minutes
this
ago.
machinery would never
20
again
minutes.
exert its terrible
Did he ever
power
post a link in the
over
Discord
another
for it?
human
No,
life.
you just go to
For
NASA
he-
spaceflight.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape
Power
it to your
surge.
heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
door
until the bomb goes off. But
was
what
open
precious
before.
moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Well, let's try and stop
about
the 2 minute.
me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Like that's why I came back in this.
What's that? You'd like to know where your
Oh yeah, but look at
coworkers
computers.
are. A moment of solace before
Look
you're
at the computers.
obliterated.
2 purple.
All right, I'm
Purple
in a
2.
good mood. You're gonna die
No, I-
anyway. I'll tell you
Hit
exactly
2 and a
what
purple
happened to
button.
them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely
I need a
in this
purple-
instance
what
of the
purple
story.
button? There's no
Sometimes
purple
when I
button.
tell it, I
Connect
simply
the
let you
computers.
sit there in
There's
your
some of my
office
purple
forever,
buttons
pushing
sometimes.
buttons
Oh, no,
endlessly and then
some of them are
dying
purple.
alone.
Fail
Other
safe
times,
disabled.
I let the office sink into the ground,
Well-
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of
Say
everything,
now, still 2
and take
purple?
back the control
Yeah.
wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My
Incorrect.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
3 blue.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't
I
grow
got it.
on trees.
Elon just tweeted that
What's
he's
the matter, Stanley?
they're
Is
doing
it that you
the
have no
7
idea
engine
where you're
static fire.
going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button
Yeah,
to button,
7 engine static
screen
fire.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Renato was earlier with his
No,
comment.
these colored ones, or maybe this big red
He was what now?
or this door.
Renato was
Everything,
earlier with his
anything,
comments.
something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? that this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place
Oh, you got it open?
No, I just went to the other room. I tried to push the
How
off
many
button.
times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100?
know, man.
1,000?
This is,
I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley
red.
died again.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any
And Stanley
sense.
died again.
He's just telling me that I died again.
And Stanley died again.
What?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
I-
That's 30
Why
seconds
employees
you have
know it's
left to
over.
struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same
Oh.
to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in.
Enable
until
backup.
the
Oh,
moment
the
I say
backup one. The
happily ever
computer
after.
you can send a power surge to.
I was trying that earlier. It didn't do anything. I just ran by it and pushed the thing. Oh, my actual phone is ringing. Hey. Alright, I'm back.
You can't actually do anything. That is the ending.
Well, don't spoil the game.
No, one of the endings. There's like a ton of endings.
Yeah. There's gotta be
Just-
something I can do in
All
there.
of his co-workers
No.
were gone.
No?
What could it mean?
No.
Well, that
Stanley
counts as
decided to go to the
spoiling.
meeting room.
Oh.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Does that not count as spoiling to you to tell you that there's nothing there?
No.
When
None of them was
Stanley
gonna
came to a set
like
of
waste
two
like
open doors,
many hours
he
of my
entered the
life
door
trying to
and
figure out if there's there.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
7
Feeling a wave
engines
of disbelief,
is
Stanley
18%
decided to
of
go
its
up to
power.
his boss's office. Coming to a staircase.
Wait, how many engines does
Stanley
it have?
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Like
So it has what, like 40 engines?
33, I think.
It would be more, right? If it was 18%?
33 divided by 7. No, wait, it's 7 divided by 33? 0.21, yeah.
Yeah, so it's more.
21% of its power, then, yeah.
Oh, okay.
21%, yeah,
Here's
33
the door,
engines
just go.
in total. Which has 7 now. It's probably gonna be, like, insanely powerful. And imagine 33 engines going off.
Yeah, I had no idea that it had that many actual thrusters. That's crazy.
Booster does. The booster has an insane amount of engines. I'm pretty sure the Starship itself only
Stanley
has
walked
the
straight
7.
ahead through the
I think.
large door that read Mind Control
I mean,
Facility.
Astronato.
So I'm just gonna escape at this point, then. I'm gonna go this door.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna die. Cool.
The door behind him.
I'm
was
pretty sure
shut.
every single ending of this
Stanley still
game
had
ends in you
every
dying.
opportunity
I'm
to
not
turn
sure,
around
but
and get back on
Yeah, it
track.
seems like that.
or it seems like it. Yeah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes, I am going to confront my death.
Nice.
Is this just a hole to fall in? Oh, rip.
Oh my god.
Oh, it loaded me into another thing.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't die. Yet.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched
Oh.
closer and
Oh, what's
closer
under my
to
mouse?
his demise, it reflected that
Dust.
his life had been of no
Breadcrumbs.
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He
Oh.
doesn't know the real
Start a
story,
new print in
trapped
like 8
forever in his
minutes.
narrow vision of
7
what
minutes
this
ish.
world is.
But I don't want to walk away
Perhaps
from my
his
screen
death
because I don't
was
want to miss a static
lost,
fire.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And
So
he
just let it
resigned
do its
and
thing.
willingly accepted
I'm about to
this
get crushed and I
return
can't do
to
anything.
his brief and shallow life.
That sounds like a you
Farewell,
problem.
Stanley.
It definitely is. Oh, rip.
Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, it stopped.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Farewell,
In a
cried
single
the
visceral
narrator.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
But you weren't.
What? What?
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'm going over here then.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as
See this
alive
fucking
as ever.
thing fly.
What exactly did the narrator think he was
They
going
were
to
supposed to
accomplish?
do like this suborbital flight already with this thing. So many delays.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Oh, wow, it's a big
death
room.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh my. Oh yeah, this is like... This is the office that I ran through to get here.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
And this is the split doors. I wonder if like this changes if I go through the others and see them.
Yeah. The office.
And this is like the same 7 paintings that I keep seeing.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself for a second so I can listen to the static fire.
Okay. Huh. So there's like a maintenance room. Hmm.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Oh,
You
fuck.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for
This is the story of a man named Stanley. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hmm.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What on earth? Okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
How-
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He
How the
might be
fuck did this
fired
little
for
car
one.
get here?
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Uh-oh.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley's on that copium, dude.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Jeez.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, sleepy. Oh, there's a door. I don't have a card.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
Yeet.
the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.